Hi everybody, it's Jenny, and today I'm going to be sharing a Valentine card for Miss Ink Stamps using the Warm Winter Wishes stamp set. I really enjoy trying to find new ways to use my seasonal stamps for more than one occasion, and I thought these adorable little snowmen would make a perfect Valentine's Day card. So to get started on my card today, I'm just going to go ahead and take my image and stamp that onto some Neenah cardstock, and then I'm going to color that in with some Copic markers. I used pink, red, and teal to take this more Christmassy image in a more Valentine-y direction, and once I had that colored in, I just went ahead and fussy cut it out. Next, I brought in some dies from the Oh Happy Day and EIEIO frame sets, including these alphabet dies to spell out the word Valentine. I brought in some pattern papers that match the color scheme of my image, as well as some gold foil cardstock, and then I went ahead and trimmed everything out with the dies. I used the gold foil cardstock for the thin frame from the Oh Happy Days frame set, as well as the word Valentine. I also cut the letters out of some foam so that I could go ahead and glue the foil letters on top to give them some dimension. To keep the letters in a straight line and as evenly spaced as I could, I used my grid mat and a piece of washi so that I could move them around in one piece. Next up, I started gluing down each of my layers. So here I got a little carried away with gluing down each of my layers because my plan was to attach my image behind this frame now instead of trimming it down and trying to fit it into the frame once it was already on the card front, which is what I ended up having to do because I forgot. So here's where I realized I forgot to put the image behind the frame before I glued it down, but I did have a spare frame from when I trimmed out the scalloped layer, and I just used that to mark my image and then trim the edges so it fit perfectly inside. Next up, I'm going to work on the sentiment, which will include my die cut letters that reads Valentine. And for that, I'm going to use the stamp that came with the image that reads Warm Winter Wishes. And I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss that with some white detail embossing powder onto some black cardstock. I stamped out my sentiment a couple times and then touched up one of the letters a little bit with an embossing pen where I didn't get quite a good impression. Then I added the embossing powder and melted everything with my heat tool. Next, I trimmed out the words warm and wishes, and I'm going to add those to the card front with my letters to read Warm Valentine Wishes. And for an additional embellishment, as well as to tie in the black cardstock that I embossed on, I brought in some black rhinestones, and I'm just going to go ahead and add those to the card front. For the final step, I'm going to go ahead and create a top folding card base using some 110-pound cardstock. Once I have my card base all complete, I'm going to go ahead and add the card front to the base using some double-sided tape. And here is a close-up of my finished card. I really love this sweet image, and I think the pops of gold really bring everything together. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!